Okay, it doesn't 100%. I don't know why the fuck my camera turned off. That was really fucking weird. It doesn't 100% mean that the person is toxic necessarily. It just means that person just doesn't know what they want. They are indecisive, unable to make a decision, and you shouldn't even waste your time with somebody like that. Seriously, as long as you know what you want for you, it is up to you to determine whether that person is a suitable fit for you or not. And so again, like, don't fall for the trap, particularly my women, my ladies, my lovely, lovely, beautiful ladies. Don't fall for the bullshit of, well, we're going to take a break, and that break, you know, he's out there doing whatever. Because trust me, during that so-called break, if you decide to get out there, talk to other men, fuck other men, or do whatever, he's going to try to call you a cheater. And it's like, no, you have the right to explore your other options, because particularly if you're not married, you can do what the fuck you want. Period. You're technically and legally single to do what you want. Now, I've had discussions with people, and guys actually get upset. So, I mean, there's no such thing as a double standard. There's no such thing as you can be a man and you're not married. And because you're not married, even though you're in a relationship or a supposed relationship, you still act like you're single. It's okay for you to do it, but it's not okay for a woman to do it. Sis, date them all. Date them all until that one guy decides to take you off the market, cuff you, and make you his wife. Other than that, fuck these motherfuckers and fuck their feelings. Because if you want to play games, okay, well, you know what? I'm not saying play the game back, but what I am saying is be dismissive. It's okay to just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I find it funny how there are a lot of little boys out here in grown men bodies, you know, portraying to be alpha men, just portraying to be men, when deep down inside, nigga, you hit puberty. Yeah, your voice got deep and your nuts dropped, and you know, you started wearing cologne and feeling yourself, and you can grow a beard. But in your mind and your heart, you are still a fucking 5-year-old or a teenager. You have not matured at all. Now, we know that women mature faster than men, but seriously, like, to cut down on a lot of bullshit and just a lot of time, you gotta be willing to cut the cords a fucking stop. Now, if you continue on because you decided to give this motherfucker a second chance, then you need to take responsibility and accountability for all the fuckery and bullshit that he decides to be on, he decides to do. That's point blank, period. Because at the end of the day, you chose him. You chose to give him a second chance. Now, you know what I'm saying? Men, this goes for y'all too. I don't ever like do anything one-sided. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking more so to women, because men tend to somehow want to break a woman's self-esteem and confidence down, because it's like, you know that, okay, men, y'all know y'all could be a fucking 3, a 5, something like that, right? You moogly, you know, to somebody you are. Anyways, you low on the sexy scale, and you see a girl that's like a fucking 10. You know damn well she's out of your league. She ain't gonna want to talk to you, but you decide to shoot your shot. You shoot your shot. She decides to actually, you know, give you an opportunity or a chance. You got the nerve to try to go like cheat or be on some bullshit and fuckery, and you moogly? You got a lot of motherfucking audacity and nerve. Go sit your ass in a corner somewhere, please. Like, it just blows my mind with the things I hear, the things that I've seen, and it's just like, wow, like, some of the shit is funny, but it's not funny. You know, me, shit. Hey, everybody has a season. So you need to know when it's over. Don't ever sit there and be desperate. Don't ever feel like, you know, you need somebody. You know, if you're a guy, look, keep living a single life until you find that right woman. Ladies, keep living your single life until you find the right guy. Like, unless you just want to be in some bullshit and with some bullshit, that would be considered settling. And I feel like that's why a lot of married people now are all like, man, I wish I was single, because either they got married really young, or they got married to somebody and they just didn't know how to fucking act, I guess, or whatever the case may be. But they just have this different mindset, and it's just like, well, why did you get married? Like, why? Because your parents said that you should, that you have to? You don't have to do anything that you don't fucking want to do. Regardless, traditions or traditional things don't work in modern day 2022. It just doesn't. You know, old paradigms are dead, out of play, out of whack. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find out what works for you and your person. But for real, like, don't sit there, ladies, don't sit there and let a dude try to tell you that you're cheating because you're exploring options, or you're dating around, or you're doing whatever it is you're doing. He's not your husband. He hasn't put a ring on your finger to show you that he is. And another thing, even if y'all did go get married, if they have a mindset that is just a piece of paper, that's like saying that he will go do whatever the fuck he wants to do, because the marriage isn't a marriage. It's just a piece of paper. He doesn't care about the vows. He doesn't care. It's just words that sound good so he can get what he wants and be beneficially happy. If whatever you're doing for him benefits him, that's all the fuck he cares about. Now, I mean, women are like that too. You know what I'm saying? Again, it goes both ways. You know, there are shitty men out here. There are shitty women out here. But you can't go around and assume that everybody's the same, because that's not true. So all I'm saying is, hey, you know, vet people, take your time, stop rushing. Like, there's no need to rush into sex. There's no, if don't get me wrong, sex is at the forefront of most men's minds, because, well, they're perverts. And I mean, there are women perverts too, but you know what I'm saying? That's just a guy. But ladies, you don't have to sit there and, you know, rush into anything. You don't. You seriously don't. I would just urge everybody to take your time, do you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life, travel, you know, experience new things, new cultures, places, eat different things, you know, work out if you're trying to lose weight, you know, live your dream life. People really truly don't understand, because people are so like infatuated with love, in pursuit of love, wanting, needing love. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is a problem with it if you're pursuing it to the detriment of yourself. You know, you're compromising your self-respect, your self-esteem, your confidence, the love that you have for yourself, the care that you have for yourself. You know, give to yourself first. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker says it's selfish. It's okay to be selfish with your time and have some alone time, some me time, some you time. You know, it is okay to, you know, work on your goals and dreams, so you just don't want to be bothered for a while until you make your goals and dreams a reality. Because a lot of people in the pursuit of love, they lose out on their dreams. They really do. And they end up in this relationship that they're miserable in. Is nothing but a fake facade. You know, oh, let's smile in this family picture and look happy. Awkward ass smile. You know, I can look at people's pictures and see who's unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have another body near you, you know, but it doesn't mean that you're happy. And I feel like your happiness should always come first. Now, if you're in a relationship, yeah, you got to compromise and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, if it's to the detriment of you, it's not a situation suited for you. Put it that way. And one thing I'd like to add to that is that that's how you can tell if you're dealing with someone who is toxic, dysfunctional, or a narcissist, is that they actually truly expect you to sacrifice for them. They're gonna take and they expect you to give. And when you have nothing else to give, they'll leave, you know? And that's basically what I wanted to get at, really. I just wanted to keep these videos like short and sweet, like straight to the fucking point. But I seen that post and it just sparked the idea. And I was like, man, let me go ahead and share this or say my thoughts about it or whatever. So that's all I'm saying. Like if somebody wants to take a break, go ahead and take a break. But understand, you know, you set the rules, you set the boundaries. Because just because, ladies, just because that guy goes and takes a break, goes fuck another bitch, be with another bitch, whatever the fuck it is he's doing, if he comes back, it is at your discretion whether or not you allow him to come back. And personally, why would you want someone that's gonna constantly be in and out, indecisive, you know, wants a break, you know, because clearly if you want a break, y'all are not equally yoked. If you know exactly what you want and this motherfucker wants a break, is indecisive, can't decide what he wants, well, I need time. Just bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't do it, sis. Move on with your life. You're beautiful. You know, you're smart. And if you're not smart, then start reading some books and become smart. If you're not beautiful, well, that's why they got makeup. You know, I'm just saying. So, anyways, and to my fellas, hey, you know, learn to figure out who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the fake nails and the baby bop eyelashes, you know, her looking like lamb chop and shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You don't have to deal with that. And I just find it funny how people really be feeling like they're stuck in these relationships. It doesn't matter if you have kids, leave. It doesn't matter what your family thinks. They're not the ones dealing with that situation. It's your life. Why be miserable just because your family thinks y'all make a good couple? Why, you know what I'm saying? Fuck what everybody else thinks. Are you happy? If you are not happy, leave the situation. It's better to leave and you be in a healthy state of mind and heart without that person than to be toxic and just dying slowly on the inside. So that's all I'm saying. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll holler at y'all. This is part 2 to the first video because I don't know why my camera stopped. That was just fucking weird.